saving money when you travel. So, if stuff is available for free, take advantage of it. They have this wonderful machine that fresh grinds the beans. So this is an Americano, and then there's orange juice set out for breakfast that's in the fridge all day. So this is watered down orange juice. Another thing to think about is the huge value of a kitchen. This is a wonderful place. They've got a perfectly competent kitchen, and they put out food in the morning, so you get bread and eggs. If you want to make like eggs and toast, there's strawberry jam. And that refrigerator over there was wonderful. And you label it, your room number and your exit date. So when I'm traveling, 98% of the time, I'm gonna stay somewhere that has a kitchen. On this trip, there's one night out of 30 where I'm not staying somewhere with a kitchen, and I'm staying there for exactly one night, and I'm not even planning to be there. I'm gonna be dropping all my stuff off and then meeting a friend and spending most of the day and probably a lot of the night wandering around Seoul, having all sorts of fun. I'll come back at some point to crash. I'll get up in the morning. I won't even really have unpacked anything, and off I'll go. So, it's $21 a night and has no kitchen, but it does have a laundromat, including a dryer that's free. So I'm paying $21 for the night, which is a glorified place to keep all my stuff. But when I get there, there's a good chance that I'm gonna run everything through the washer and then possibly dry it before I go out, or I'll have to check their hours. I might do it in the morning, just get up in the morning, wash and dry. And it's 5 days before I leave, so I may not even need to wash clothes. I mostly hand wash as I go along. But yeah, so I'm gonna put down below a couple of photos from my hike. And there's a video, and I actually had a taxi driver who was going to come back and pick me up, and we were really clear. It was going to be in 4 hours at 3 o'clock. He'd be there to pick me up. So just in case he got confused, I got out an hour early, an hour and 8 minutes early. I came down out of the mountain, and that's fine because I wanted to stretch and relax. So I got there early, and then at the top of the hour, he hadn't shown up. I waited for 20 minutes, and I thought, okay, well, I have a train to catch. I'm leaving today. I can't just sit around forever. And if he's 20 minutes late, the chances are good he forgot about me. So it was the weirdest place. I'm like wandering around trying to not get hit by cars. And when I had first gotten there, I went up what I thought was the trail, and there was a sign that made it look like it was the trail, but maybe you weren't supposed to go. And this really nice woman was there at this little miniature temple-y type of place. And she was like, yes, please, you can go hike. And it's true. I did meet about 12 people over the next 4 hours and 3 hours. And so it was a wonderful time. I come down, I'm standing around, for an hour and 20 minutes, no taxi. And I'm like, okay, I have to figure out how to get back. So I'm wandering around and I'm trying to figure out what to do. And then I see this woman walking down this road, and she's looking at me, right? She's sort of far away. And I was like, oh, Yokio, and I'm going to say I need a taxi, can you help me? And she's like, and I was like, oh, wait. She's like, I saw you over there. It was the same woman. And I was like, taxi. She's like, where are you going? And I told her the name of the hotel. She grabs my hand, which is a big thing here in Korea, and she pulls me down the road to her car, puts me in the back seat. There's a friend of hers in the passenger seat, and then they look up on the map, and they drove me all the way here, which took about 20 minutes. So anyways, that's a beautiful story. I think that's the fourth time I've had some random human be like, I'm just gonna help you out, lady. Anyways, so 2 things. If it's free, take advantage of it. That's cost savings. And then the second one is when to hydrate. So this last night, while I was in my room and I had my own private bathroom, I drank a ton. And it was really easy. I could just pee because I had the bathroom right there. This morning when I got up, I only drank a teeny weeny bit with breakfast. I mostly hydrated by eating fruit. Now, fruit will keep you hydrated, but it's not going to trigger you to have to go to the bathroom because it doesn't suddenly flood you with a bunch of liquid, but it keeps you hydrated. So I ate a bunch of fruit this morning, and then I got one cold brew coffee, which is a little risky, but that was it. And I sipped it really slowly, mixing it in with like a couple of snacks along the way. The whole idea being, I'm out in the middle of the woods. I don't want to have to like go to the bathroom 3 times. So I intentionally underhydrated in the hours leading up to the hike. And now I've got about an hour and a half before I'm going to catch the bus and head to the train station. And I'm going to chug fluids, chug. I'm going to drink as much as I can. I'll use the bathroom multiple times. When I get to the KTX train station, I can use the bathroom there too. But then this evening, I won't drink anything during the 3 hours or so that I commute to the next place because I don't want to have, right? So all I'm saying is when you're traveling, yes, if there's free stuff, take advantage of it. In a lot of youth hostels, there will actually be shelves of food that's been left behind by people. So in Iceland in particular, this happens. People come to Iceland as a layover to go somewhere else, and they stay for like 3 or 4 nights, and they buy a bunch of food. They eat only a little bit of it, and there are about 8 shelves that go wall to wall in 2 kitchens at this wonderful hostel in Iceland. Best place to stay, $34 a night. Great price in Iceland. And I tend to walk in, I go straight over, and they have on the shelf, it's like there's some specific shelves that are like leftover food, free for everyone, eat if you want. There's pasta, there's oatmeal, there's jam, there's bread, there's all this yummy stuff. And so I'll go to the local grocery store and pick up some fruits and vegetables, but I just eat off the shelf. So do this when you're traveling and be mindful of when you hydrate. Although Korea has a million bathrooms everywhere, I'm very impressed actually with how, Seattle, it's almost impossible to find a bathroom, but here, they're everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to bon appetit, my orange juice, and my coffee. That's gonna give me some energy for the next few hours, and I'm just feeling so, it just leaves you with a warm, fuzzy, tingly, beautiful love for humanity feeling when someone just steps up and helps you out. The woman was, I think she's 63 or 65, and then she was just asking, it was just so sweet, he's just so sweet. Okay, bye everyone.